from Craftandacuppa, and I'm going to quickly show you how to do the puff stitch. Now I've just created this random sample here. I'm literally just doing half double crochet, puff, half double crochet, just to show you how to do the puff stitch. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so I am working in US terms. The puff stitch is basically a 3 half double cluster stitch, all in one stitch. So what we are going to do is yarn over. We're going to go in the stitch that we need to go in with our hook, yarn over, pull up a loop and give it a little bit of length to match these stitches. If you go too high, then your puff's going to look a little messy. Maybe that might happen to me because when I do these in slow motion, they don't come out as great as usually when I'm just doing it. But anyway, we're going to do this 3 times. So I've just done it once. I'm going to yarn over again, go into the same stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, give it a little bit of height and do it one more time. Yarn over, go through the stitch, pull up a loop, give it a little bit of height, and you should now have 7 loops on your hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're now going to yarn over and pull through all 7 loops. Now this is where it can get a little tricky, okay? And you might get a bit tied up and it's like, oh, I've got to do it again. Don't worry, just take your time. Sometimes I find it's easy if you give it a little wiggle as it's coming through like that. Oosh, oosh, like so. And then to finish the stitch, you're going to chain 1. And that is it. That literally closes the puff stitch. So it's quite easy really, isn't it? Just don't forget that chain 1. So shall I show you again? Let's go in this stitch. You're going to yarn over, insert your hook through the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop and give it a little bit of length to match the other 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up another loop and give it a little bit of length as well. Do it again, yarn over, go through the same stitch, yarn over, pull up another loop and give it a little bit of length. I tend to just give it a little wiggle like that. And then yarn over and pull through all 7 loops on your hook. Like so. And then do a chain 1 to close the stitch. Should we do it again? So we're going to yarn over, go through that stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop and give it a little bit of height, yarn over, go through the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, give it a little bit of height, yarn over, go through the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop and give it a little bit of height, yarn over and go through all 7 stitches, giving it a little wiggle, and then chain 1. And that is the puff stitch. Now, if for any reason your pattern says that you have to then chain 1 and skip the next stitch, you will then do another chain 1 because that chain 1 that you've done there just closes the puff stitch. That is a part of the stitch, okay? So if your pattern says puff, chain 1, skip next stitch, you are still going to do that chain 1, that closes that stitch, that's done. You're going to have to do another chain 1 and then skip your stitch and then go in the next stitch with a puff stitch. Like so. Then wiggle, 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 chain 1. And then again, chain 1, skip next stitch, puff in next stitch. Wiggle, 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 chain 1. And there you go. That is how you do the puff stitch. See you again next time.